On a crisp November morning in 1975, Travis Walton, a 22-year-old logger, joined his crew in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest of northeastern Arizona. The men were tasked with thinning timber, a routine but physically demanding job that required teamwork and camaraderie. Travis was known among his colleagues for his adventurous spirit and enthusiasm for life. As the day progressed, the crew worked diligently, sharing stories and laughter amidst the towering pines. The sun began its descent, casting a warm glow across the forest. The sounds of chainsaws and chattering men filled the air as they wrapped up their tasks for the day. Travis was looking forward to returning home to share a meal with his family and recount the day's work. Little did he know that this ordinary day would spiral into one of the most extraordinary events of his life. As the crew drove along a remote forest road, the evening sky shifted from orange to deep indigo. Suddenly, a bright light flickered in the distance, cutting through the trees like a beacon. The men exchanged curious glances, their interest piqued. "What the hell is that?" Mike Rogers, the crew chief, asked, squinting into the twilight. As they drew closer, they realized the light was emanating from a massive disc-shaped object hovering silently above a clearing. It gleamed like polished metal, reflecting the fading sunlight and casting an ethereal glow around it. "Let's check it out," Travis said, an excited glint in his eyes. Ignoring the nervous protest of his co-workers, Travis jumped out of the truck and ventured toward the object. The air around him buzzed with an energy that sent shivers down his spine. As he approached the glowing craft, he felt a mixture of fear and wonder, an overwhelming curiosity that compelled him to move closer. "What are you doing? Get back here!" one of his co-workers shouted, panic rising in his voice. But Travis was entranced. The object seemed alive, pulsating with light and emitting a low hum that resonated deep within him. Just as he reached the edge of the clearing, a sudden, blinding beam of light shot down from the craft, engulfing him. Travis felt a surge of energy and an intense pressure as he was lifted off the ground. He was momentarily frozen in place, unable to move or scream as the light enveloped him. Then, everything went dark. The crew, watching in horror, believed that they had witnessed their friend's death. Terrified, they fled the scene, their hearts racing. After several minutes of driving in panic, they realized they couldn't just leave Travis behind. They turned back, but when they arrived at the clearing, the UFO was gone, and Travis was missing. "Where is he?" one of the men asked, his voice trembling. They called out for him, searching frantically through the trees, but their calls echoed unanswered. As fear consumed them, they decided to drive back to town and report the incident to the authorities. A massive search operation commenced, involving police, volunteers, and helicopters combing the dense forest for any sign of Travis. As the hours turned into days, hope began to wane. The media picked up the story, turning it into a local sensation, and speculations ran rampant. Some people believed he had been the victim of foul play, while others whispered about extraterrestrial involvement. As the search efforts continued, Travis's co-workers faced their own trials. They became subjects of suspicion, enduring intense questioning by law enforcement officials. "Why did you leave him behind?" an investigator demanded, his tone accusatory. They explained the fear and confusion they had experienced, their accounts of the encounter aligning but also raising eyebrows. Skepticism mounted, and rumors spread that perhaps the men were hiding something. On the 5th day of the search, just as hope was dwindling, a miracle happened. Travis reappeared, stumbling along a highway nearly 30 miles from where he had disappeared. He looked disoriented, pale, and visibly shaken. "Where have you been?" the authorities asked, astonished to see him alive. Travis could hardly comprehend what had happened. Memories of his time away were murky, like fleeting shadows. He was rushed to the hospital for examination, but doctors found no physical injuries. Initially, he could remember very little of what had transpired during his absence, and his return only deepened the mystery surrounding his abduction. As the days turned into weeks, Travis began to experience vivid flashbacks of his time aboard the craft. He recalled being surrounded by strange humanoid beings with large eyes and slender bodies. These beings communicated with him in a way he couldn't fully understand, yet their intentions felt strangely non-threatening. Travis described the craft's interior as otherworldly, filled with pulsating lights and bizarre instruments. He remembered being examined, the beings studying him with an intensity that sent shivers down his spine. The recollections were fragmented but persistent, each memory adding another layer to the mystery. He felt compelled to share his experiences despite the ridicule that often accompanied such claims. Despite the incredible nature of his story, skepticism surrounded Travis Walton's claims. Some suggested he had fabricated the experience for attention or monetary gain, while others defended him, asserting that he had undergone a profound trauma. He faced questions from journalists, UFO enthusiasts, and skeptics alike, all seeking answers. Travis and his co-workers underwent polygraph tests, which indicated that they were truthful in their accounts of that fateful night. Nonetheless, the mystery remained. How could he have vanished without a trace, only to return with such an unbelievable story? The media buzzed with excitement, turning Travis into a celebrity overnight. He appeared on talk shows and interviews, recounting his experience and defending his truthfulness. Yet, the more he spoke, the more the critics scrutinized him. He had become a symbol of the UFO phenomenon, caught between disbelief and admiration. The Travis Walton abduction case has become a significant part of UFO lore, inspiring countless discussions, documentaries, and books, including Travis's own, titled The Walton Experience. His account challenges our understanding of reality and the possibilities of life beyond Earth. For Travis, the experience was both a curse and a gift. It forced him to confront the deepest fears of the unknown, while also awakening a sense of wonder about the universe. Decades later, he continues to share his story, emphasizing the need for open-mindedness regarding the mysteries that lie beyond our world.